This is TechVibe Radio, your front row seat to Pittsburgh's technology and innovation economy. TechVibe is brought to you by Compunetics at compunetics.com, Chorus Call at choruscall.com, Highmark at highmark.com, Huntington Bank at huntington.com, Kindling at thekindlingagency.com, PNC Bank at pnc.com, and Savior at savior.com. TechVibe proudly broadcasts from the Huntington Bank studios. Good morning. I am so happy to have you here joining us with TechVibe Radio. We are your front row seat to Pittsburgh's technology and innovation ecosystem. And I'm your host, Jonathan Kersting with the Pittsburgh Technology Council. And I'm so happy to have you here today because today we're talking to actually a company that's been no stranger to TechVibe. I think they've been on the show quite a few times over the almost 18 years we've been doing this show now. And that kind of blows my mind because we've been having so much fun at the Tech Council, putting a spotlight on some of the coolest companies here in Pittsburgh. And today we have just one of those companies that fits the bill. I'm talking about Smith Micro. You probably may not have heard the name, but I can almost guarantee you've experienced their technology on your phone at one point or another. And today we're going to be talking to Tim Huffmyer, who's the COO and CFO, and just came back to the company after a little hiatus.
That's
doing
right.
Something else. So Tim, pleasure to have you here.
Thanks, Jonathan.
It was very surprising when I was talking to you before we hit the old record button here that you were like, yeah, I was there and came back and I'm like, so cool. I just like when someone comes back to a company.
That's
because
right.
they just need more opportunity to have some fun and build great technology. So
That's
thanks
right.
for being here today. I'm really excited to tell your story and let our people know out here that like Smith Micro is building some cool stuff, especially with what we're focusing on today, all things around digital safety with children. I've been seeing the stats out there. We got stats here. It's frightening, but you guys are building cool solutions. So thanks for being here.
Yeah, no, thank you for having us. We appreciate it, and we appreciate all the support over the years. And I assure you, I wasn't speaking here 18 years ago, so it's great to be here.
Yeah, very, very cool stuff. Before we jump into things, I want our listeners to know about Smith Micro because I'm really proud of what you guys do because I love driving past your building whenever I'm heading out to North Park. 4 times a year I go to North Park when I actually have my bike on my car. Rolling down the hill, I'm like, that's where Smith Micro is, and they build great stuff. Tell us what Smith Micro builds.
Yeah, thanks. So right now, Smith Micro is in a phase of family safety. So we're focused on the safety of a family, whether it's location or parental controls related to protecting your children, very socially relevant software that everybody needs, and any parent would be crazy not to want this for their families.
Exactly.
And that's what makes it so special. And that's what's so exciting about this phase that the company's going through right now. The phase started about 10 years ago with an acquisition out of Portugal. And we've evolved that through 3 other acquisitions since then to build the current platform that we're selling today.
Yeah.
So it's very focused on the family safety, which again is a very relevant item in this day and age.
100%. And the platform, of course, is the SafePath platform.
That's right.
What's going on there? And Smith Micro's been around for a very long time. I mean, they're like kind of one of the OG tech companies, especially in the Pittsburgh
Over 40 years. That's
Yeah,
right.
that's what I absolutely love that you guys have been doing this. And you've evolved, like I said, over the years, phases, I guess, as you kind of call it, I think is great. And the idea that your technology is actually deployed by other companies that put it onto people's phones. Is that
That's right.
correct when I say that?
That's right. We basically we have over the top apps, and then we also have mobile operating system applications as well, which is what our newest product is. But we basically provide white label software right now to the mobile carriers who then resell that application or use that with their subscribers on their mobile networks.
So you're quietly behind the scenes,
Absolutely,
but doing really important work. Like
the team's doing great work.
Yeah,
right
keeping
now.
our kids safe for crying out loud.
Yeah, who doesn't want that?
I think that's something where I can't imagine someone not wanting to get behind that. So
That's right.
I'm excited to learn about how all this works and how it aligns to some of these just crazy stats that are out there. I don't know.
It's scary.
I look at kids these days, like I look at my nephews and I'm thinking, I can't imagine being 15 and being connected to the world the way they are via phones and all that fun stuff. It's like, oh my God, this is why I'm glad
There's
Smith Micro's
very
now.
few limitations unless you have a SafePath or some other type of product. That's for sure.
Yeah, you just got this whole world just hitting you and your brain's not really developed. I mean, isn't like 25 before your frontal cortex is like where it's supposed to be or something like that? There's something crazy like that. Before we talk about the real fast though, I was finding about your background real quick because I'm always curious. Like, first off, you got this new role, like you're COO and CFO.
That's right.
Are you like a glutton for punishment?
I think I am. Yeah. I must be. No, it was a great opportunity that they created the new role. Bill Smith created the new role and
Yeah.
recognized that the company was changing and needed to make changes to the org structure. And this opportunity came up and he approached me about it.
Oh, nice.
As you indicated in the
Yeah.
introduction, I was here 4 years ago,
Right.
back in 2017 to 2021. And which was an exciting time. We did 3 acquisitions during that time. We did a
Right.
couple of equity raises. It was a fun time. That's when we started on the family safety
Okay.
application that I
Gotcha.
referenced earlier. I went away for 4 years as a CFO and took another company public, which
That's
was
the part
super
where I was like,
exciting.
dude, that's cool.
Yeah, that was super exciting, and it was on my bucket list, if you will. So I got to check that list off, and Bill and I have kept in touch over the years,
Yeah.
and this
Well,
role
Bill's-
came up.
Bill is good like that. Like I don't know, he's kind of like the tech CEO's tech CEO in some ways.
He's
Like,
great, yeah.
He's like a hard riding dude, I guess, for lack of a better term.
He's a glutton for punishment.
He's
That's right.
He's
yeah.
definitely a glutton for
Yeah,
punishment.
after 40 years of running this company, yeah, he is hardworking as ever.
Yeah, Bill's good like that. So I'm glad he reached back out to you. He saw that there was an opportunity to bring you back into the fold
That's right.
and make it more challenging for you, obviously.
Exactly.
So that's
Exactly.
great.
So what the operational side of the business now rolls up. So all the core software development and the product guidance there is now under one position, which is this position, and that's exciting. There's a lot of opportunities for
Totally.
streamlining, and it's going to give us an opportunity to maybe operate a little bit differently than we did in the past.
It sounds great.
So that's what we're here for, and we're excited to give that a shot.
You haven't been around for more than 4+ decades if you're not able to keep maneuvering and making sure that you stay current with the market, and that's what Bill
You do need to
does, so.
reinvent yourself to some degree, and
100%.
Sooner than every 40 years. That's right.
Soon every
yeah.
4 years, and
Yes.
you guys do that. So
Yes.
I love it. I love it. So let's jump into this a little bit before we take a break, because I'm having so much fun talking to you. I just love your vibe, and I just love the fact that like Smith Micro is doing this really tough work when it comes to providing these products that help keep our kids safe when they're using, as I mentioned before, like every kid has a phone. What are the stats now when it comes to like how many kids actually have phones? It's like every kid has 2 phones or something. It's like ridiculous.
It's in the mid 90s,
Yeah.
right? Every kid, at a certain age has a device, right? Even if it's not a phone, even if it's an iPad connected to the Wi-Fi, that's very common. You go out to restaurants, you see the little kids, they're watching their iPads or have an iPhone, right? So it's 95% of teens, have a device that they're connected almost unlimited to the world and to the internet.
Yeah, and the product that you've developed now is on the market now through the SafePath platform. It's basically, the idea, it's the kid's phone.
That's right.
Is the way you guys are dubbing this thing.
That's
which
right.
I love that, because it's like, yes, this is made just for them and the things you're trying to keep them from accessing or control the amount that you can use it and report back some data and seeing where the kids have been and even turn the dang thing off if you need to. So it's
That's
just a
right.
phone that if there's an emergency that they can use.
What was interesting is when we started with the over-the-top app a couple of years ago, the over-the-top app allowed for a lot of this, we call it digital parenting. So the parents are trying to manage and parent digitally and manage all the digital aspects. What was difficult is it was difficult to set up some of those parameters. So the kids' operating system here that we're talking about today eliminates that and makes it a lot easier to parent digitally. And it allows the setup of that phone to be much, much more simple in the
Nice.
sense that if you have a certain age child, let's say, 3 to 6 or 6 to 8 years old, there's certain parameters that are set up, ready to go right out of the box, just defaulted. So the parent knows the kid's protected right away. Now, for our
So cool.
tech savvy parents that
Yeah.
want to get into the details,
They can manipulate from there, right?
They can open it up and they can, check the boxes, control the levers, control that activity as much as they want to.
Cool.
But for the ones that aren't tech savvy, which is a lot of folks out there, they know that they're protected right away, which is
They're
great.
getting the big chunk of it taken
Absolutely.
care of. I
Yep.
love that.
And
We're-
that's industry specs that we follow for that. So,
for all the way across.
Yeah.
Very cool. We're going to talk more about that when we come back from the break. I'm having a great time here. If you just joined us, we're talking to Tim Huffmyer, the COO and CFO of Smith Micro, and they have some key technology that's keeping our kids safe while they're on their phones, their devices, accessing the old interwebs and all the good stuff. keep hanging out with us, of course, go to smithmicro.com. You can check out all the things they do. And they're based right here in Pittsburgh, which is just super cool. It's why we love having them here. And this has been Jonathan Kersting with the Pittsburgh Technology Council. Go to pghtech.org and find out all the ways we love helping tech companies succeed. We'll be right back after this super fast break, I swear.
The Pittsburgh Technology Council has been helping our region's tech companies succeed since 1983. The Pittsburgh Technology Council helps its members meet new customers, hire top talent, make headlines, and have a strong voice in government. From startup to multinational, the PTC helps tech companies and advanced manufacturers of all sizes. See how we can help your venture grow at pghtech.org. That's pghtech.org.
A strong work culture is the invisible force that binds employees to each other, to the company, and to their work. It's linked to better business outcomes, happier employees, and increased retention. How we work and where we work continue to evolve in almost every way, yet our human need for connection and purpose remains. Help your employees connect and thrive by evolving your culture to support your team, regardless of how or where they work. So discover how the Kindling Culture Agency can transform your company's culture at sparksomething.big.com. That's the Kindling Culture Agency at sparksomething.big.com.
Compunetics is the leading developer of unified voice, video, and data collaboration and conferencing applications for the service provider, government, and unique workflow applications. The Summit Olympus and Evergreen platforms, driven by their encrypted user interfaces, enable powerful and secure collaboration. Combined with world-class support and innovative professional services, Compunetics delivers the right solution every time. Learn more at compunetics.com.
This is TechVibe Radio, your front row seat to Pittsburgh's technology and innovation economy. TechVibe is brought to you by Compunetics at compunetics.com, Chorus Call at choruscall.com, Highmark at highmark.com, Huntington Bank at huntington.com, Kindling at thekindlingagency.com, PNC Bank at pnc.com, and Savior at savior.com. TechVibe proudly broadcasts from the Huntington Bank studios. Welcome back. So happy to have you here, spending your Sunday morning right here with me. I'm Jonathan Kersting with the Pittsburgh Technology Council. I love giving you that front row seat to all the great stuff happening here in Pittsburgh's technology scene. And if you just joined us, we are talking to Tim Huffmyer, who is the COO and CFO. He's got two titles at Smith Micro. And we are talking about all the technology they use to keep children safe while on their devices. And during the quick break, they also have products that are for pretty much every age group. It's all about safety, which I think is just so important this day and age. So Tim, I'm having a great time hanging out with you this morning. Yeah. It's just a good talk.
Yeah, me too.
I get so excited. I get so proud knowing that like there's companies like this in Pittsburgh. This is the work that, like I say, it's saving people's lives sometimes.
That's right. Yeah.
So it's good stuff.
It's special. Yeah.
Yeah. And we were just kind of talking about some of the key stats around, just how many children, obviously are using smartphones and stuff like that, and how it exposes them to all sorts of risks, and how through your kid's phone, which I think is so great, which comes through the mobile provider. So can we mention the key providers that actually have the service that people
we are? This is a new product of ours, and it's in the pipeline right now.
Okay, it's in the pipeline now. Okay, gotcha. Yep. That's a good differentiation. But this is coming down the line soon, right. So we'd be looking for this.
Yeah, some of our other products are sold over the top applications through AT&T and T-Mobile.
Gotcha.
Specifically, but this one is a new product.
Gotcha.
It's actually installed on the phone itself, and much more user friendly and much more protective in the sense that you'll be surprised to hear this, I know, but some teenagers are pretty technical.
I can't imagine that.
Can figure out how to get around over the top app. But whenever it's in the operating system of the phone, that
Key point.
prevents that from happening.
So this is a huge differentiator then. Obviously, the fact that you're part of the OS, you can't hack the OS, and that's locked down. There's no way of getting in there to override
That's
it.
what we're excited about this product.
So there's nothing else really like this on the marketplace then, I would have to imagine, that's at this level.
Very few competitors in this market right now.
See, you have no competitors.
That's right.
Good.
So
that's just me saying that. That's John and Kersting on the TechVibe show. But so let's talk about some of the settings, which I mentioned before. That it comes preset, so you can basically know that
you
you're
can
covered.
dial it up and dial it down based on the age.
And what are the things you're trying to control? Obviously, is certain websites you can go to.
That's right. Content. The content management as far as what they have expansion into the internet related to, and really screen times and what kind of activities that they can do on that phone, and for how long they can do that on the phone. So as they get older, they get more and more freedom to explore the internet and spend more and more screen time on the phone.
I absolutely love that. Just the idea that you can set these parameters around, it's going to keep folks safe. And the other feature that we're briefly talking about that I'd love to know more about are really some of the insights that you get. It feels just like, especially through some of the like location services and so forth. That way you give an idea where your child's been through the course of the day. And I don't know, I just feel like, man, this is a great way to make sure felt like, everything's cool.
Location is key, and you can get location through different applications these days. But with our application and setting geofences and just understanding the movements of your kids can really offer peace of mind. It's important to let your kids make their own decisions as they get older. But from a parent standpoint, and I'm a parent myself, just having that peace of mind can go a really long way with the parents.
100%. I'm looking forward to this thing going live because I think this is a total game changer.
We're excited about the pipeline.
Yeah, I know I've seen this debate. Like, I'm not a parent, but obviously I know many folks who are parents, and my friends and my sister. And I've heard these discussions where they're like, the kid needs to have a phone, but you're afraid to then provide that portal. Right. And now that these solutions are here to make sure that's a safe portal, I think it's just great because we have seen where phones are saving lives because like something happens, the kid can call.
That's right.
But not be worried about hitting some weird website or someone reaching out to them or whatever that may be.
That's where the criteria and the parameters by age really protects them. But at the same side, it's a safety measure in the sense and a convenience factor. Let's face
100%.
it. It's very convenient for us to have for the kids to have that mobile device. For the parents, working parents are really busy. It's good to know and be able to communicate with your child.
100%.
With the operating system and with the SafePath OS for kids, this actually protects the kid though from being exposed too quickly, maybe to social media activity and things they shouldn't at their age.
Exactly right. Just changing gears a little bit, some of this technology is also available when you're driving and for older adults and things like that. So I feel like you have solutions that kind of just follow like the lifespan of like a human.
That's right.
To be safe when they're using their device.
That's right. We're tracking close to UPMC, I guess, cradle to grave,
exactly.
In a way, right? But no, we do. Drive's an exciting feature in the sense that it monitors driving. It creates driver scoring. You can have competitions amongst your family members. Who's the better driver?
Oh, cool.
Who's the worst driver?
Who does the best burnouts? Yeah, exactly.
Exactly. Who brakes the hardest? So, but that drive feature, it allows you to monitor that activity too, which is again offers a lot of peace of mind to the parents. And as we all get older in age, we are working on our senior phone that has a lot of similar characteristics to the kid's phone, but it's just managed a little bit differently.
Exactly.
But it looks at driving, it looks at movements, and it provides a huge safety net for the seniors as they get older.
I think it's fantastic. I just love I get really excited about technology that just helps people, saves lives, keeps people safe. That's just so important at the end of the day.
Yeah. How can't you?
Exactly. Yeah. And to know that Smith Micro is doing that to me is just absolutely fantastic. I can see why you're so excited to be back at Smith Micro leading this charge with your new position.
It's an exciting time. Again, the company's been around for over 40 years.
Exactly.
Bill's been CEO. He was the founder of the company. So it's exciting to learn from him. And again, the company's gone through different technology waves and phases over the years.
Exactly.
And this phase is a really interesting one around the safety. We started with the over-the-top app. that was really focused on families, moving into the kids' phone, moving into the senior phone. We think it's a really exciting time for the company.
I'm excited for you guys. So every time I roll past there, I'm going to wave hello out of my car. It'll be a Sunday, no one will see me, but in spirit, I'm saying, hey, Smith Micro, it's Jonathan. You might play word, you will be there. You got 2 titles. You got a cot set up in your office last time I checked, so it's all good. Oh my goodness. Tim, thank you for stopping by and hanging out this morning. What a good blast of positive energy for a Sunday morning.
Yeah, thank you so much. We really appreciate the support, and thanks for having me, Jonathan.
Without a doubt, everyone go to smithmicro.com. And you can actually read, they got some great stuff. If you look for the SafePath stuff, you can go through all these different scenarios we were just talking about.
Marketing videos up as well.
Shows you how it all works. I'm looking forward to hitting the market and keeping people safe. Simple as that. You are the best. Hey, everyone, thanks for spending your morning with us. I hope you learned a lot. I know I sure did. I always get super inspired when I'm talking to the women and men who are just making these companies tick, doing great stuff. Please join us next Sunday. And hey, we've got literally thousands of interviews just like this wherever you get your podcast. So just look for TechVibe. Have a great Sunday, everybody. And I'd remiss to say, go to pghtech.org. Check out how we love helping tech companies succeed. Thanks for geeking out with us on TechVibe Radio. Tune in next Sunday for more tech and innovation stories right here from Pittsburgh. Get TechVibe wherever you get your podcasts and never miss a show. TechVibe is brought to you by Compunetics at Compunetics.com, Chorus Call at ChorusCall.com, Highmark at Highmark.com, Huntington Bank at Huntington.com, Kindling Agency at TheKindlingAgency.com, PNC Bank at PNC.com, and Savior at Savior.com. And we're always coming at you right from the Huntington Bank studios.